Hello, I'm Martin Williamson, Head of Residential Property at Latimer Hinks Solicitors in Darlington. And today we're in the West End of Darlington, a traditionally very popular residential area, and I'm joined by Tony Dobbins of Anthony Jones Properties to see what insights Tony has onto why the West End continues to be so popular. Well, hello Tony, thanks for joining us on Latimer Hinks Property Shots today. We're in Linden Avenue in the West End of Darlington, a lovely leafy road full of very sizable Victorian and Edwardian or early 20th century semis and detached houses. And we're just coming up to a property here which you've dealt with, and I can see the sale sign has got sold written on it. Now, is that the problem, Tony? Are you a victim of your own success?
Well, the market has been incredibly buoyant. I think that's the phrase that the estate agents like to use over the last 12 months. But fundamentally, people want more room. What we saw last May and June was this tsunami of demand. And then, of course, Rishi Sunak lit the blue touch paper by giving everyone a holiday from stamp duty. So there is a lack now of good quality stock on the market, and that's just a generalisation. But in an area such as the West End of Darlington, there really is a real shortage of stock.
And that's a story I've heard from a few people in our industry, Tony, that as soon as a property is put on the market for sale, it's snapped up. Even, I think as you were saying to me a little time ago, even before they've gone on the market.
This particular property that we offered for sale was put on the market at 525,000 and we sold it within 48 hours.
Yeah. We're sort of at the higher end of the residential property market for the west of Darlington at those sort of figures. Do you think the market's reached a ceiling there? Do you think there's much more room for increasing property prices, which there's been a lot of talk about recently, of course?
Certainly we have continuing discounts being offered up until the end of September for stamp duty. And of course in the West End of Darlington, and Darlington in general, affordability is just fantastic. Yeah, so sure. Your pound goes a long way when you buy houses in the area. This
end in the stamp duty relief, or the main stamp duty relief at the end of June, there are fears that that could flatten the market. My own view is pretty much along the same lines as yours, I think, which is that we think the market will continue to be buoyant, but we don't want to have a booming market, a boom and bust, do we? That's what we want to try and avoid.
Yeah, boom and bust is never good for anybody. So I feel that there will be a flattening of prices for Q4 of this year. But as I said, I think that people understand bricks and mortar, they're comfortable with it. You know, fundamentally, people's lifestyles have changed beyond all recognition. So I think that this market, as I said, has still got some way to run.
Well, thanks very much, Tony. Thanks for joining us today on sunny Linden Avenue. And thank you for watching another edition of Latimer Hinks Property Shots. Join us next time when we're going to be taking a look at the new build property market. There are very many new build developments, both large and small, around Darlington. And we're going to take a look at how the market is faring for new build properties and developers.